What's up, guys? Welcome back to episode 3 of The Unofficial Visit. Today we're at Wake Forest University in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Make sure you are liking and subscribing to the YouTube channel to get all the great content. We got a full day planned for you. Go Deacons. With Coach Tom Walter here, head coach at Wake Forest University. Right now we're standing in the team meeting room. Explain a little bit why this room is so important for your program.
Yeah, shared experiences and shared language. So we're in here, we'll put practice plan up on the board, we'll talk about what we're trying to get out of the day, we'll put a motivational video up, sometimes it's Simon Sinek, sometimes it's Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan, and we'll just kind of have a message of the day. And what we learned was, number one, it's a really great transition from class to practice. You know, it gives them, and they come in here with notebooks and they take notes, and the notebooks are meant for them to keep. Like, we don't police those or look at those. Like, it's kind of their notes to refer back to from time to time on things they thought were important. So again, we get a lot out of this room.
And how nice is it to have a space like this to gather everyone that's not, maybe, like you said, it's not the locker room, it's not the dugout, so it is a space for learning. How important is that to be able to fit everybody in here at the same time for something that's a little different than what their daily routine is, maybe?
Well, it's really important because, to your point, like if you do it in the clubhouse and everybody's sitting in their locker, that you just don't have everybody's attention captured the way
Right.
you have it here. So again, we'll go over, like we spend a lot of time in here going over game film. Like we used to talk after the game about certain situations that happen. We learned that it's better if you do it the next day, kind of let emotions calm down. And then the next day you put up there as a learning experience, and you can put the things you didn't do well up there, but you can also put the things that you did do well up there. We try to, again, we try to mix in a couple carrots with every stick.
And I'm sure the guys appreciate these. Look pretty comfortable. Good leather there, it looks like.
It's a big time situation. And they've got the nutrition area downstairs, so they come armed with snacks.
Yeah, there you go.
And chocolate milk or Gatorade. So life is good if you're a Deacon.
Yeah, this is an impressive room, and I'm excited to see the rest of the facilities. All right, Coach, standing here in your office, beautiful office, overlooks the field. What's your favorite part about this space?
Well, my favorite part is this quote behind us. Maya Angelou has deep ties to Wake Forest. She's taught some classes here.
Oh, wow.
Unfortunately, we recently lost her, but poet laureate, well-renowned writer, author. And she's from Winston-Salem and had her funeral right on Wake Forest campus. We had a couple 100,000 people show up for her services. But I went through probably 100 of her quotes and consulted with my mom, and this is where we landed, that people will forget what you said, they'll forget what you did, but never forget how you made them feel. And that's, really just a good daily reminder for me of how to treat our players. And, as I tell our guys, when they come to meet with me, if I'm sitting there, it's probably a pretty friendly meeting because I have that reminder behind them. Right. If they're sitting there, then it might not go so good. But Colin's probably had some meetings. But anyway, point of the matter is, this office, when we designed this facility, one of the things we talked a lot about was, okay, what's the recruit's journey look like from the car to where he gets the offer in the head coach's office. So we were very thoughtful about kind of every step along the way. That's
incredible and extremely smart to plan it out, map it out for recruiting visits. Really important part of the program. All right, Coach, standing in front of the Demon Deacons in the pros wall. Pretty impressive list here. You got all 30 teams up and well represented all across. When you kind of walk in here and see this, what does it speak to about the program that, to be able to see the accomplishments of so many guys that have been through here?
Yeah, again, player development is a big part of that story, and our players walk through that door. They don't come in from the upstairs. They come in through this door here. So this is the first thing that they see. And everyone, when they come here, they want to play professional baseball. I mean, that's been all of our dreams since we were knee-high to a grasshopper, as the saying goes.
Yeah, that's awesome. And outside of Colin Palouse, can I put you on the spot? Who's your favorite guy on this? Do you have a favorite?
Colin Palouse is far and away my favorite.
That's a perfect answer. We kind of were expecting it, but that's a good answer right there. All right, Coach, we're standing here in the athletic training room. Talk about the importance of this for your guys, and obviously the best ability is availability, so this room, I would imagine, plays a key role in that.
It's huge. It used to be, 20 years ago, you never went in the training room. If you did go in, you didn't want your coach to know you were in there. But now we use it so much for not only recovery, but for mobility too. Like, and this space is big enough that we can fit our whole pitching staff in here. Like, you'll see post-practice, the guys are in here and they'll have guys over here using the small weights, and you'll have guys in here with the compressed ice, and you'll have guys in the tub. So we've got a doctor's exam room over there. We've got the decelerator kind of trampoline there. We've got a stretching bar. We've got the whatever that thing's called over there. Our guys are using this space. Our pitchers, especially, like pre and post practice, this place is packed, which is awesome.
Yeah, and the relationship, I would imagine, too, with the athletic trainers in here is probably key. And then also, just like you're saying, all the stuff that is right here for your guys, the easier it is for them to access, the more they're going to be willing and able to use it, right?
Well, and it's all about that consistency and getting in that routine of using it. So our trainer, Jeff Strom, who really designed this room kind of piece by piece, did a great job. He's on campus in our main training room until about 1 o'clock. So the guys, if they need something before class, if they need something in between classes, they're seeing him over there. But then starting at 1 o'clock, pre-practice and post-practice, during practice, he's here.
Yeah, that's awesome, and a really, really nice space to get healthy and get better in.
No doubt. Can't make the club in the tub.
Oh, I love it. Standing here in the player lounge, and you've mentioned a few times throughout the day kind of the importance of shared experiences. This is an awesome space. I see all kinds of things in here, chessboards, foosball, ping pong. How important is a space like this for the guys to be able to unwind and kind of get away from things?
It's incredible. I mean, we've got a full nutrition center over there, so they've got lunch meat and bagels and bread. They've got cereal, white milk, chocolate milk, Greek yogurt, fruit, Gatorade, and then grab and go snacks. So the guys come in, and as we say all the time, this is not a meal replacement, but it's a meal supplement. I mean, our guys need to be like 5,000 calories a day,
right,
or they're going to lose 10 pounds in the first 10 days of the season. So one of the things we recognized when we built this space was we didn't lose as much weight during the season because they just had access to food all the time, and then we put food in the dugout during practices and games too. So they're always kind of snacking, which they need to do. But then to your point, just the hanging out part, we've got 2 video monitors over there. So the guys, we have a practice app that we've built called the Rake Forest app. So the guys can go into their practice app and look at all their video, all their analytics, biomechanics, Kinetracks, all of it from any point in time. We have some recruiting data in there on those guys because they can track their progress, over time in that practice app. So they can also look at Synergy there. They can look at True Media there, so they can check out scouting reports, check out other teams, see what they're doing. But then to your point, the first point was they just hang out. They're playing video games, they're playing chess, they're playing cards. Post-game meals are in here. We'll have those catered in. We don't need fire in here because we don't trust our guys with fire. So microwave is all we got. But post-game meals in here, this place, the whole team will be in here, which is incredible.
That's awesome. And do you have any idea who the best on the ping pong table is?
So Matt Wessinger, our assistant coach, is I think the current champ. Now you'll have 5 players say that that's not true.
Yeah.
But I got my money on Wes. Now they all complain because Wes has like a $200 paddle, and then they all use the Walmart paddle. But so they have their built-in excuse, their crutches. But Wes is the guy.
All right, Coach, we're standing here in front of the Deeks motto. Kind of walk us through it, and to you, what is a Demon Deacon baseball player? What's that mean to be a Demon Deacon baseball player?
Well, as you can see in our motto, it means he's dedicated to living life with relentless energy. He's dedicated to living a life of an attitude of excellence. He's dedicated to having supreme confidence in himself, in his teammates, and in our program. And above all else, he's dedicated to being selfless. He always puts the needs of others first. And again, when we talk about Deeks, we wear wristbands that say Deeks and all on one side and all in on the other. Like every decision you make has to be what would a dedicated Deek do?
All right, Coach, we're here in the locker room. What went into the design of this space? Because it's pretty awesome in here.
Yeah, it's pretty special. We certainly wanted high ceilings. We wanted a lot of branding. You could see our Deeks logo around the outside. Obviously, the big Wake Forest on top and the Deacon head. But, we want our guys to feel like big leaguers. I mean, that was really the kind of the thought behind really this whole facility and it made such a big difference when we moved from that old clubhouse down and I think Colin was here for the old clubhouse. When we moved from that space to this space, we felt like our program was elevated, and it was. So it's a great place, and our guys love to hang out in here with each other. You can see we've got cornhole in here, we've got whatever this smash net thing is. So our guys are in here competing. They're competing at ping pong, they compete at chess, cards, cornhole. They compete on the field, they compete in the clubhouse.
Yeah, it's a good look to see who's got clean dorm rooms and who doesn't, right?
Yeah, no, we take a good look at these. You can tell a lot about a person in their locker. Ask Coach Salento about his. But yeah, no, our guys do a really good job keeping this quote unquote recruit ready, which, again, our guys care a lot about this program and they put a lot of thought and time into it.
All right, we're in here in the weight room just beyond the left field fence in here, joined by Mickey Bassett, Director of Ops here at Wake Forest. Take us through this space a little bit. Why is it, so convenient for you guys, and kind of run us through that?
Yeah, so I mean, for us, we have like our own on-staff strength coach. Like he has us, he played here. So he's been around in the program for a while. So what makes it convenient for us is, it's right here. As you can see, it's right here down the left field line. So on days where we practice, the pitchers, as soon as we get done with practice, the guys that have to lift will come in here and get a lift in. And then even on game days after, on a Friday night, if our Friday guy, after he throws and we have a reliever that maybe throws and is done for the weekend, it's convenient when we're taking BP. They'll just come down here, get a lift in with our strength guy. And then even on off days, if guys want to get a lift in, our strength guy will basically open this up, open gym, and the guys can come in and get a lift in.
All right, Mick, we're in here in the cages out here in center field of the couch. Dynavision, eye pitch, hit tracks, really useful space. Kind of talk about how important it is and how it's kind of used.
Yeah, so the guys have access to this 24/7. So you'll have guys that'll come out here in the mornings, kind of if they have a break between class, they'll be out here. A lot of times they'll have like late night hitting sessions here where they'll come out here at 9 o'clock, get hits in. They'll either throw or they'll have, like you said, we'll hook up the eye pitch. They'll hook up the eye pitch, head off the eye pitch. We have a hack attack over in the other cage as well. We have a mini hack, so they kind of can prepare themselves for anything that we're going to face throughout the year. And then it's just a nice climate-controlled environment that they can hit in and not freeze, especially when the weather drops every once in a while. The weather's usually pretty decent here, but just in case the weather drops, it's a nice place that they can come and get their work in still.
Absolutely, and the eye pitch is pretty sick. It's a new toy, I'm sure, that you said earlier you got all the ACC pitchers loaded up in there. Yep. Really useful. Got the Dynavision here that I think we're going to get Trevor on here in a second. So this is an awesome space in here, man. So
Dynavision here, one of the programs, like one of the big programs that the guys use, we're all about kind of like competition here. So they will just hook this up. It's a reaction. You just click lights. You'll see here shortly where they just click lights and they try to get the highest score that they can get possible.
All right, we're standing out here center field, Gene Hooks Field at David F. Couch Ballpark. Talk to me a little bit about the game day environment. Obviously one of the best in the nation.
Yeah, the support we have here in Winston it's unmatched. When you have a good team, the people will show out. Especially it helps when we have good weather here, that you'll get the crowds that will draw and be loud and be focused and into the game.
All right, something really important here to me at least, game day environment. What's on the BP list?
So I don't control the BP list on game days. I let our marketing people do that. Okay. I have a playlist that we'll play during practice. It's 14 hours long that I've made. It kind of covers every genre that you got out there.
You're keeping everybody happy.
Yeah, keep everybody happy. The guys will still complain about it a little bit, but They always will. But yeah, I mean, it's a good playlist. We're actually, as you can see, we kind of have some work going on. We're getting a new sound system put into this place, so it'll be a loud rocking environment come spring.
Yeah, absolutely. And you guys got all the tech set up in this place, the video board, and obviously this place is, I mean, second to none really in the country. It helps with the game day environment. I appreciate that you put as much time in as 14 hours. That's what good ops guys do.
Yeah.
I hope everyone realizes that. Listen, if you're in the area this spring, make sure you get out to check out some Wake Forest baseball, one of the best teams, premier programs in the country.
That'll do for episode 3 of the unofficial visit. Huge shout out to Coach Walter and staff for letting us come in and tour their facilities.
Make sure you smash that like, smash that subscribe, download the pod. Go Deeks.